All right, somebody asked me about some of those combination problems. So, problem 10, this is from your exercise 1H. We're on page 57 if you're following along. Question 10 says you got four-digit numbers only using 0, 1, 3, 4, 5, 8, and 9, which are seven different digits. And if it's a four-digit number, I guess that means that the first digit would not be zero. Otherwise, like numbers in the ones place are. Anyway, most people would say that a four-digit number would not have a zero. So we have six options for the first digit, and then times seven times seven times seven. So we have six times seven to the third. So that's your answer to A, just using those numbers. Part B, how many of the numbers have no repeated digits? So you still have six options for the first one, but then you only have six remaining for the second one. It could be zero, or it could be any of the five that you didn't use in the first digit. And then it's times five times four, like that. So you could write it out that way. There's ways to write it out with combinations too, if you wanted to get cute with it. But you could just leave your answer as 6 squared times 5 times 4. I'm fine with that. Or you can calculate it. I almost wrote c squared as the next one, but let's do c. How many four-digit even numbers can be made using the digits? So that sounds like we don't care about repeats anymore. So we have 6 times 7 times 7. Even only cares about the last one, and it could be a 0, a 4, or an 8 to make an even number. So it's times 3. So we have 6 times 7 squared times 3. And then D, how many of these even numbers are divisible by 5? Well, if you're divisible by 5, that means your last digit is either a 5 or a 0. But it's an even number, so there's really only one option, the 0. So I guess it's 6 times 7 squared. So that's it for question 10. Please let me know if there's anything confusing, or maybe I made a mistake. Feels like possible, very possible. All right, number 12 was people going to a concert. So we have 12 beeps, small car has one driver and one passenger. They can travel in a small car. It takes one driver, one passenger, and two cars, each taking one driver and four passengers. So they have one small car, two big cars, taking one driver and four passengers. If there are five drivers in the group, five drivers in the group, and how many different ways can they travel? So I guess weird. Okay, I guess this means that there are seven not drivers because there's 12 people. And the other thing I'm noticing is that this is two people and this is five people, but there's two of them. So they're all going in cars. Sometimes you have to worry about, like, are they all even going to fit? But it looks like all 12 of them are going to fit. So there's five drivers, but we really only need three of them to drive at any given time because there's three cars. So I guess what I'm going to start with is five drivers, choose three of them, and then let's see. Let's think about the big cars. So this is supposed to be the letter C. How many big car situations are there? So once we've chosen our drivers, Let's look at the big car. There's three, so there's nine people remaining. So 9 people, choose 4 of them to sit in one car. So this is big car number 1. And then there's 5 people, choose 4 of them for big car number 2. And then there's just 1 person remaining for the small car. This feels wrong. I'm not sure why it feels wrong. I know that you need to do 5 choose 3 to choose your drivers. Then there's 9 people remaining. You need to choose like 8 of them for the 2 big cars. But it's more than just choosing 8 of them. I guess what I'm trying to think about is how to think about the 2 different big cars, because it's like 8 people are going to go in the big cars and then the last person is going to go in the small car. But it's not just 9 choose 8, because it's just different depending on who's in what car. And so I think it makes sense to do it sequentially like this, that you choose 4 of them for the first car, and then choose 4 more of them for the second car, and then there's 1 remaining person at the end. I don't feel 100% confident on that, so just send me a question, comment if you think it doesn't make sense or there's a different way to approach it. I know that the question 10 that I did earlier, that one felt good. This one I feel okay about, but I just have a little bit of lingering concern. So let me know what you think.